morning, viewer. Welcome to our Fosek TV. Yes, here's a breaking news. The three major summits of world leaders that took place across Asia in the past week have made one thing clear. Vladimir Putin is now sidelined on the world stage. Putin, whose attack on Ukraine over the past 9 months has devastated the European country and rolled the global economy, declined to attend any of the diplomatic gatherings and instead found himself subject to significant censure as international opposition to his war appeared to harden. A meeting of the Asia Pacific Corporation, that is called APEC, leaders in Bangkok closed on Saturday with a declaration that references nation stances expressed in other forums, including in a UN resolution deploring in the strongest terms Russian aggression against Ukraine while noting differing views. In Nikos Bharbitin, a declaration from the group of 20, that is called G20 Leaders Summit in Bali earlier this week. Most members strongly condemned the war in Ukraine and stressed it is causing immense human suffering and exacerbating existing fragilities in the global economy. The document said, adding that there were differing assessments on the situation within the group. Discussion with the summits aside, the week has also shown Putin, who it is believed launched his invasion in a bid to restore Russia's supposed former glory, as increasingly isolated, with the Russian leader hunkered down in Moscow and unwilling even to face counterparts at major global meetings. A fear of potential political maneuvers against him should he leave the capital, an obsession with personal security and a desire to avert scenes of confrontation at the summits, especially as Russia faces heavy losses in the battlefield, were all likely calculations that went into Putin's assessment, according to Alexander Guvaev, a senior fellow to the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. Meanwhile, he may not want to turn unwanted attention on the handful of nations that have remained friendly to Russia, for example, India and China, whose leaders Putin saw in a regional summit in Uzbekistan in September. He does not want to be this toxic guy, Guvaev said. But even among countries who have not taken a hard line against Russia, there are signs of lost patience, if not with Russia itself, then against the knock-on effect of its aggression. Strained energy, issues of food security and spiraling global inflation are now squeezing economics the world over. Russia isolation, however, appears even more struck against the backdrop of Xi's diplomatic tour in Bali and Bangkok this week, though the Biden administration has named Beijing, not Moscow, the most serious long-term challenge to the global order. Xi was treated as a valuable global partner by Western leaders, many of whom meet with the Chinese leader for talks aimed at increasing communication and cooperation. Xi had an exchange with US Vice President Kamala Harris, who is representing the US at the APEC summits in Bangkok. At the event on Saturday, Harris said in a tweet after that she noted a key message from Biden's G20 meeting with Xi, the importance of maintaining open lines of communication to responsibly manage the competition between our countries. Coming into the week of international meetings, the US and its allies were ready to project that message to their international peers, and while strong messages have been made, gathering consensus around that view has not been easy and differences remain. Behind the report, Fosek TV.